Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how I style 3 dolls from my newest Spring Flower Fairy kit. One of the biggest questions I have gotten over the years from people is where to find supplies. I love my Flower Fairy kits because it gives you everything that you need to make these beautiful little fairy dolls. This new spring kit is filled with spring colors and sparkly glitter, and I'm super excited to show you how I put these dolls together. If you're new to making fairies, you'll want to check out my basic Flower Fairy tutorials. I will post those below. You'll find tons of videos on my YouTube channel on how to create your own magical fairy dolls. If you have your own supplies, I hope you find this helpful. I hope it gives you some fun ways to style your own dolls. And if you've purchased a kit, I hope this helps you in making your flower fairies from this kit. Stick around to the end where I will give you a sneak peek of my next kit that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. If you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really does help me out a lot. Okay, let's get started. So this is the Spring Flower Fairy kit. I have a video where I go into detail of exactly what comes in this kit. I'll link that below. In the kit, you get 3 wooden beads. You get to pick the skin tones, some floral wire for the bodies, some embroidery floss for the skin and the hair, and you get to pick from 3 different skin tones and 4 different hair colors. And then we have our beautiful flowers, 2 gorgeous peonies and some gerbera daisies. I've got some custom glitter blends and a pack that has 3 little crystals in it. And then we have our embroidery floss for the clothing. The thing I love about the kit that comes with supplies for all 3 dolls is you can mix it up in so many different ways, and I'm excited to share some ideas with you. And the additional things you'll need are some craft glue. I've got Mod Podge. I have some E6000 glue for the crystals and a toothpick, some sharp scissors, and of course my trusty glue gun set on low. I like working with a dual temperature glue gun because it's easier to work with the glue. Okay, the first doll we're going to put together is this beautiful green peony. I've got some green embroidery floss that matches it, my custom glitter blend, and then this beautiful clear crystal. So I picked for this doll the light skin tone and the auburn hair. So I've got my wooden bead, my floral wire, my embroidery floss for the skin and the hair. Remember, instructions on how to create your dolls will be listed below, including tons of other tips and tricks and just tons of fairy videos that will help you in creating your own fairies. I've already styled her hair. This is a more advanced hairstyle. It's the space buns. It's my absolute favorite. There are so many different ways you can style the hair. There will be a link below to give you some more ideas and a playlist. And let's jump in and make this fairy. So first step is to dress our doll. So I'm taking this beautiful light green and I'm wrapping it up right to underneath her arms and giving her a strapless top. Another fun way that you could style this doll, I have a video where I show you how to make a top of the dress with straps. So you would wrap it in the green and then just at the very top, wrap the blue around to kind of put a pop of blue at the top of her dress, giving her some cute straps. You could also even just dress her in the blue. Then I'm going to set her aside. I'm going to grab my flower and I'm going to pull it apart. And you can see this flower has all of these beautiful layers. I love peonies for fairy making. One way that you can style this skirt is to put the bigger petals on the top, giving her more of a flowy looking skirt, and then putting the frilly petals underneath to kind of make it look like lace underneath her dress. So this is what that would look like. And what I do is I layer them together, decide how I want them to look, and hold them up to my doll. So you can see those cute ruffly petals poking out from underneath. I'm actually going to put the ruffly petals on the top. So I'm putting those longer layers underneath. And then I'm taking the cute ruffly petals and putting them on the top. And then once again, I hold it up to my doll to make sure I like the way it looks. And then I'm going to take the petals and I'm going to cut an X in the center of each one so I can slide them up and around her waist. And I do that with all of the petals. And then I did go back, I decided to add 2 more of the smaller layers of petals on the top to make it even a little bit more frilly on the top. So then I'm going to grab my doll and I'm going to dress her. So I'm just pushing these petals up and around her waist. And I kind of start trying to layer them so they're overlapping nicely. You don't want the petals sitting directly on top of each other. You want them to alternate a little bit to give you a fluffy, beautiful skirt. And then I'm going to grab my glue gun and I'm going to add tiny dabs of glue between the layers. Once again, paying attention to how those flower petals sit on top of each other. You want them alternating so that you have a really pretty, fluffy skirt. And I do that in the front and the back and the sides. I like to slide my hand underneath the doll and really press those petals down to help shape the skirt. And this is what we've got. And I love the color of this flower. I love this. Everything about this flower is just absolutely beautiful. The next step is to give her shoes. So I'm going to give her a little green pair of shoes. If you buy the kit with all 3 dolls, another cute thing to do would be to give her the pink or even the turquoise for her shoes and gloves. It would be so cute. But I'm going to stick, if you buy the kit with just the green peony, you'll get the green thread. So I just wanted to show that in this doll. You can go back and add gloves, once again, in those other 2 colors if you get the kit that has all 3. Next, we're going to add our glitter. So I've got my Mod Podge and my paintbrush. It's my favorite way to apply glitter. And all the glitter you see here came out of this little packet. You get tons of glitter to dress your doll. So I'm just taking that glue. I'm putting a nice thick layer of glue around her waist. You want to use a lot of glue because there are a lot of pieces of chunky glitter in this blend, and you want to make sure that it sticks to the dress. So I add a nice even layer of the glue, and then I'm going to sprinkle that glitter right over it and press it down with my fingertips. And I probably went to 3 or 4 different stores and ordered a few kinds of glitter online to create this glitter blend. It's so pretty. And then I decided, this is one of my favorite things to do. It is a little bit time consuming, but I decided to add the glitter to the tips of the petals. So I just take the glue and I dip the petals right in the glue, or you can paint the tips of the petals with the glue and look at the sparkle it adds. It's so pretty. It just adds so much dimension to her dress. And I just love adding glitter to the tips of the petals. I think she just turned out so beautiful. And that auburn hair with the green is so cute. Here's another close-up. And you can see all of the different textures of glitter. There's a tiny, super fine glitter, and you've got the bigger, chunkier glitter. So pretty. The next step is to add our crystal. So I use my E6000 glue. I took the crystal out of the packet. Once again, you could use the pink crystal or the aqua colored crystal also would be super cute on this. And I just put that at the top of her dress. You could also add the crystal into her hair. And this is what we've got, our first doll. I'd love to know in the comments below what other colors of flowers you'd like to see in kits, and also which your favorite one from this kit is. So this is our first doll. Here's a close-up. Remember that you get to pick the skin tone and the hair color for your dolls, so you can really customize these. I happen to love the auburn hair because I have 3 kids with auburn hair. Okay, moving on to the next flower. So this is the pink peony. It's a wider, bigger flower. I've got my pink embroidery floss and my glitter blend and my little light rose colored crystal. This is kind of a peachy pink. It's so pretty for spring. And for this doll, I've chosen the dark brown black skin tone. And then I've got the brown, dark brown hair. Once again, instructions on how to twist your doll together are on my, will be listed below. And there's a playlist that goes through all the basics. I am dressing her in the pink thread, and you can see I've just given her a little V-neck top. That's probably the easiest way to dress your doll. Then I'm going to set her aside, pull my flower apart. You can see all these beautiful fluffy layers that we get to play with. And then I like to use between 5 or 6 layers of petals for skirts, but for this doll, I decided to just go for it. I actually used quite a few of the layers, and I'm just cutting an X into the top of each one so we can slide them up and around her waist. And then you guessed it, you're going to slide them up and around her waist. Once again, paying attention to how they overlap. One of the reasons I put her skirt on before the shoes is if you do the shoes first, it's harder to get the petals up and around her waist. So then I'm grabbing my glue gun. I'm going to use small dabs of glue and make sure her skirt is attached. And look at how beautiful those petals are. So cute. And once again, with this flower, you could also use the bigger petals on top. I'm going to take the pink and give her some pink shoes. I think the green would be super cute with her. Also, I think it would be cute to do green for the top of her, for her top, and then use the green glitter. Also, gloves are an option. I have a gloves and shoes tutorial I'll link below. I decided to give her a rope braid. This is one of my favorite hairstyles that's just a step up for a beginner. It's not really hard to do, but it looks so pretty and it's so cute on a fairy. So that will be linked below. And then I'm taking this peachy pink glitter. Make sure you move the hair out of the way. I'm giving a nice layer of the glue right around her waist. And then I'm sprinkling that glitter over it, pressing it down with my fingers. And you could also go through and add the glitter to the tips of the petals. I think it would be gorgeous. And this is what we've got so far. I love the peachy pink. This also has about 6 different kinds of glitter in it to give you a really pretty sparkly glitter blend. And then I'm taking my light rose crystal, tiny bit of my E6000 glue, and I'm putting the crystal on the doll. You could also use craft glue. I think this just sticks better, and you want to make sure that crystal isn't going to fall off. So if you were to order the pink peony fairy kit, this is the doll you would be able to make. I actually just shipped one out today. I'm super excited for her to get it. And here is our beautiful pink peony fairy. Moving on to the last doll, you actually get 2 gerbera daisies to create the skirt for this doll in this beautiful aqua color. I've got my embroidery floss, my custom glitter blend, and an iridescent sparkly crystal. And then for this doll, I'm using the light skin. I've got my wooden bead, my floral wire, and my embroidery floss for the skin and the hair. This is the light brown hair. You can see I've already styled her hair. This is a high ponytail. I think it's super cute and sassy for spring, and I will link that tutorial below. And you can obviously style your doll's hair however you'd like. Okay, so I'm taking this beautiful aqua color and I'm going to start at her waist and wrap up right to underneath her arms, and then I'm giving her the V-neck top again. And this really is the easiest way to style the top. And then I'm going to set her aside and I'm going to pull apart my flowers. Okay, couple things about these flowers. I think this is the easiest flower fairy skirt to put together. It comes apart really easy and it layers beautifully. You'll have a total of 6 layers of the petals. I'm cutting an X into the center of each one, sliding them up and around her waist, and then using tiny dabs of glue to hook it together. So if you're just starting out making fairies, this is a great kit to start with because it is so easy to put that skirt together. And if you were to just get the gerbera daisy colored flower, this is the kit you'd get. So you'd be able to make this doll, but it does come in the kit with all 3 flowers. Look at how cute and fluffy that skirt is. I love it. Then I'm going to take the aqua color. I'm going to give her a pair of shoes. Once again, the green or the pink would be super cute on this part as well. And you could give her some gloves. And then I'm going to add some glitter. Okay, this glitter blend has tiny blue butterflies in it. It is so cute. This might be my favorite glitter blend I've done so far. I'll show you a close-up in a bit so you can see these tiny little butterflies. It's just so perfect for spring. Then I'm taking my E6000 glue and I'm going to put the crystal right at the top of her dress. You could also put it in her hair, I think would be really cute. This crystal is an aqua color that's a little bit iridescent. It's so pretty. Then I went back through and used some of that same thread and wrapped right around the top of her ponytail. And this is what we've got. You guys, can you see those darling little butterflies? She's so cute. Love this so much for spring or anytime really. And that's it. So that's the 3 fairies I created using my flower fairy kit for spring. I will have a link to my Etsy shop below. I hope you found this helpful in styling your dolls, whether you purchase the kit or have your own supplies. I hope this gave you some fun ideas for hairstyles and different ways that you can decorate your dolls. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in purchasing a fairy kit, that link is below. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And without further ado, here is a sneak peek of my next fairy kit. I am so excited for this one. I think it's so darling, and I love the different combination of colors. I've never done a kit that has these colors in it. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.